Hello, everybody, and welcome to this next interview, which is really at the core of my love, my passion, what I have spent really a lot of time studying and practicing really in my own backyard. And that is, how do we grow our food in alignment with the intelligence of nature? How do we feed a world without degrading our natural environment? How do we thrive within our ecosystems and in partnership with the earth?
And having just spent 6 years living and working in California, where we've probably got one of the world's most intense examples of capital intensive, soil destroying, environmentally destructive agriculture on the go, water hungry, massive water consumption without any reference to what's actually available and so on. I think we can see where it's headed. It's headed to, it's causing, I've just been editing a piece of work by Peter Bain that looks at the agricultural practices going back 7,000 years, in fact. And what we see is that they have consistently been felling trees and releasing soil carbon into the atmosphere since then. But of course, it accelerated once we developed petrochemical fertilizers and pesticides and machinery that could be driven by such.
Then the farmers also are so much focusing on the production of massive maize and whatever. And this is bringing a lot of challenges, and has brought a lot of challenges, including land degradation, climate change, poverty, resource depletion, among others. So that has been a very big challenge, to be teaching something and doing something different. Yeah. So if you vote us into power, we are going to lower down the price of fertilizer. What does that mean? If we lower the price of fertilizer, if we subsidize fertilizer, we're going to have a lot of people accessing fertilizer, and that is going to have a lot of implications on the natural ecosystem. So if you look at fertilizer against the cost of your pocket, not the cost of the host system, then that's where you go wrong, because later on in the long run, you will have to compensate for the implications that fertilizer brought, because you had a lot of people using fertilizer. So that political challenge has been a very big challenge. If you're promoting the use of organic resources, you seem as a rebel,
My entry into agriculture came because of my concern about human nutrition. I wasn't born into a farming family. But it was inevitable once I got the research conclusions I got at the Department of Agriculture, and realized that our soils were so depleted and had a dramatic effect on the nutrient quality of the food that we're all eating. And at the same time, you see, in the United States, healthcare costs went from $200 billion a year nationally in 1980 to $3 trillion a year now. And if you look at a graph of nutrient depletion, you have costs going up while nutrition is going down.